Hi everybody, Douglas Weed here for another unboxing, and today we're going to be opening up Horrified, the Dungeons and Dragons edition. So I recently was able to get this from Target, and let's see how this compares to the rest of the Horrified series. I'm always a big fan of Horrified, and I'm kind of interested in seeing how this plays out. A competitive game against the most iconic monsters of Dungeons & Dragons. It includes a D20 die. So, delve below the city of Waterdeep into the most notorious dungeon of all. Beholder, Displacer Beast, Mimic, and Red Dragon are terrorizing Undermountain. Your team of heroes must defeat them by completing each creature's unique challenge. Adventure again and again, or adjust the difficulty by facing a new group of monsters every game. So I'm kind of interested in seeing how this one looks, especially since it has the Mimic in it. So let's see how this goes. Nice stiff bosh. Come on, get out of there. Oh, look, it's a Mimic. It's a Mimic. Teeth and everything. That's funny. The board game is a Mimic. I'll look at the board in a minute. Oh, cool. It has the Horrified Dungeons and Dragons, and it kind of looks like the old D&D books. So let's see. So this comes with the game board. 5 hero standees, just like normal. 10 citizen standees. 60 items. 5 monster mats. 4 monster figures. Terror marker, frenzy marker, Horrified haversack. 4 layer tokens, 5 hero tiles, 3 monster dice, 1... I don't know what the D20 is going to do in here, but okay. 30 monster cards, 20 perk cards, 17 monster tokens. So, we'll see how this goes. So it looks like a normal standard setup for Horrified. Monsters attack. It's got the standard, the little monster symbols up here. Okay, solo play. And then the 4 monsters. Horrified Dungeons and Dragons can be combined with other Horrified games. You can challenge yourself with combos of fearsome monsters to create a terrifying mix of fear and destruction you can only imagine. Visit Ravensburger.com, combine Horrified to learn more. So there's a website on that. I'm really, like I said, a fan of putting all the Horrifieds together. Especially since I was able to snag Horrified Krampus, the Christmas expansion. So let's see, we've got the Mimic, which I guess you got to figure out where the Mimic is. The Beholder, the Red Dragon, the Displacer Beast, and the Red Dragon's Horde. So that's going to be, so there's an extra steps to fight the dragon. Let's see, Vault of Orb background. Oh, it still has that nice D&D setup look to it. So I'm kind of interested in seeing how this still goes. So got Got the standard items. Let's pop this open. If you're familiar with Horrified games, this should be no surprise to anybody. Like I said, it's going to have specific items for this particular version of Horrified, but it should play out the same with the way that the other items work. Plastic's a little tight. So let's see, we got weaponry, amulets, spellbooks, staves, flasks of oil, ration packs, caltrops. So the good standard punch-out items. We've got the character figures. So you got a bard, a fighter, a cleric, a rogue, and a wizard. So they have that nice kind of D&D look to them. So, and then the stand-up figures, and then everything else you got to punch out like normal. The little villagers and the other people to help you. So looks very similar to standard Horrified. Again, they're nice waxy coating, they're a nice thickness to the cardboard. So I think they present nicely. We've got the standard dice, the D20 that comes with it. We've got the standard pieces for the standees, the figures, which I'll look at the figures in a minute, and the part I always hate about Horrified, they always give this really chintzy, cheap bag. The original one was a cloth bag, which was nice. This one's kind of a very chintzy bag, which I'm just not a fan of, so they just keep giving you these chintzy bags. I mean, it has the logo on it, which is great. It's nice, but it's, yeah, like I said, it's very cheap. As for the figures, let's see what we got here. So we've got the Beholder. Some very nice detail, little skulls and swords and stuff on the base. We've got the Mimic. Again, nice teeth, nice looking miniature. We've got, what was the other one? The Displacer Beast. I mean, it looks alright. And then we've got the good old Red Dragon, who's in its own little bag. So, very nice detail on the mini, I will say that. But again, it's that kind of flexible resin material that most of the rest of them are made out of. But they always have some very nice detail on these. So, I will say they look nice. So, got the dragon in its own little bag. The other three in there in the other one. And we've got the standard cards, which these have a kind of an oblong look to them, so they look a little bit different than the standard cards that you get. Kind of curious of how this is going to play out. I'm really looking forward to this game. And this one's missing the thing for it, so. And these should be the deck of monster cards, and then the other cards for to see what everything is for the turn, like the turn orders and stuff like that. So we got the reference cards. I like the art on here. They had some really nice art on these cards. Especially like the dragon attacking. All the citizens. Like I said, other than the good old mimic cards. So, like I said, I'm really looking forward to playing this, seeing how this turns out. So let's put these back in here. Put the cards back in the bag so nothing happens to them. And last but not least, let's take a look at the board, or should I say the mimic that's attacking me right now. So I think this is a very nice fun example of what they can do. So good old sense of humor from the designers. Kind of reminds me of the warning label off of the original Horrified of warning, be careful. So let's take a look and see what we got on the board. Good old fold out board. So Waterdeep towers. And then we've got some arcane stairways, abandoned camps, teleportation circles, Skullport, Skull Island, Dragon's platform. And again, they have these nice numbers on here, which if you really want to mix some of the other Horrified editions, especially World of Monsters with Cthulhu and the Greek gods, they're able to put them in here. So I'm really looking forward to playing this version. And like I said, I'm really interested in seeing how it turns out. But this has been an unboxing of Horrified Dungeons and Dragons. And until next time, everyone, have a great gaming day.